Alright gamers, welcome back. Valheim episode 37, we are back. Now, it's been like a week and a half since I did any recording for Valheim. I've done a little bit of playing in my own time, mostly just working on the base and farming materials and taking on Yagluth a second time. But mostly it's been working around the base and getting things prepped for moving into the Mistlands. So I want to show you guys everything that we've done on the base. I'm going to take you around the base real quick, and then we're probably going to get ready to sail a good distance and try and start venturing into the Mistlands this episode. So I put up a lot more trophies. We went back to the swamp. I needed to farm more chains and more iron. I wound up getting a few Surtling trophies. I just sat at one of the spawners and just let the Surtlings respawn. It's actually a really good way for Surtling cores, or to farm Surtling cores and to farm the trophies, which I'm using as like organic infinite torches. Kind of cool. But we put up some fueling trophy heads because we have tons of those. You know, of course, we have all of our boss trophies up right now. We have Eikthyr, the Elder, Bone Mass, Motor, and there's Yagluth. Yagluth trophy is huge on the wall. Then we'll have our 6th boss trophy there, and then our final boss trophy when we get the duplicate will go in our room. But yeah, just a couple of trophies popped up and around. The kitchen, I went ahead and built a little attachment here and put up the next cauldron upgrade called Pots and Pans. Got our cauldron to level 4, which is pretty nice. And it just kind of encloses you in here, which I actually really like. You've got the butcher's table, you've got the food preparation table, you've got the pots and pans right there. You know, you've got the spice rack behind the cauldron. Other than that, not too much done in the kitchen. We still have, you know, some rugs and stuff down, the oven. I do need to decorate the tables, but I'll do that in the future when I get more of the food unlocked. As you can tell, I put this nice trim around the base, and there's a reason for that, because we've redone all of the roofs on every building that we have. I also put on a darkwood gate on the front door, which I really like. Looks really good. Just looks nice, right? But as you can tell, it's hard to see because it's nighttime, but we've redone every roof in the village to these like dark wood shingles. Something's hitting our stuff. Or maybe it's out in the woods. Yeah, it's out in the woods, okay. But yeah, it just looks, these are my favorite roofs in the game, or shingles in the game, I should say. It just looks clean, it looks nice, matches the vibe that I'm going for. Haven't really done much on the blacksmith except a little more decor. I've filled out a lot of the item stand trophies that we have, a couple shields, Frostner up there, the sledge, silver sword, the rippers. You know, a lot of this stuff has still been there. A couple black metal shields. I'll probably replace one of these with the next shield, but for now I had so much black metal. Put a few of the growth trophies up here. Those might get replaced with future items and stuff as we craft more things into the Mistlands and into the Ashlands. But made a serpent scale shield. You know, we've got the mace, the spear, the axe. Just decor, you know, nice decor. Put some more decor up here too. Got a full set of black metal gear, the battle axe, the 8 gear, the porcupine, the vile bone maw claws. When I was farming all of the totems for Yagluth to summon him the second time and kill him, we wound up killing a creature that we hadn't killed before called the Vile, which are basically just like dead bears. They spawn out of the plains at nighttime, and we hadn't really been at the plains at night, but when I was roaming around this area where I got the other 5, I actually got 6 totems that I needed. We found a couple vials, made the vial set, which is nice. There's a set of armor that you get for that. Put a couple, I think these were here in last episode, but you know, we put a couple decor pieces around the portal shop. Put this nice window sill area on the tannery / archery. I went ahead and made some item stand trophy or item stands for every axe, because this is kind of like the woodworking shop, so it just felt fitting. And we have a couple more to get in the future, but put the trim on this one as well, kind of outlined the outside, and the roof is of course the dark wood shingles. But I really like these windows here. And then in the, I put a sign up here that says archery range. In the archery range, I'm gonna have every bow in here, so, you know, and then a couple abomination trophies just to kind of decorate it. But as well as we have our Fenris set, we've got the Roots set, and this is the Vile Moss set that I have there. But yeah, we've got the other set of bows to make still in the game, and when we're done with them using them, we'll put them up on the item stands, as well as the crossbows. We haven't gotten into the crossbows yet, but we will. No, my windmills. Something beat up my windmills and destroyed them. No. That's annoying. Might have to like fence up the area or something. That should be fine. Yeah, it's okay. But yeah, now that it's daytime, you can get a little bit of a better look. It just looks a lot cleaner, especially on the lodge. But didn't do too much work on the Aether shop just yet. It's just a box. There's nothing crazy here. Still need to get some carpet in here and stuff, but mostly it's just the roofing that was done. As well as I did make a dock. We went ahead and got our dock built, but I'll show you guys in that in just a second. A little more treasure added to the throne room. We changed up some of the trophies. We put some Locks trophies up there. I think it looks good. And then our bedroom, kind of the same still, but we put a few Fueling Berserker trophies up, which we got when we were farming the other totems, some Shaman trophies, some Death Skeetos, sharp little guys. Annotate our map. But yeah, that's, for the most part, that's, you know, what's been done to the base. Added a few more chests up top for the next set of trophies that we get, and anything extra that we need in there. The apiary is still kind of the same. I did add a hot tub wing attached to the to the tavern. It's nice. Just jump in. You know, you can sit down, soak in the hot tub. It's nice. And the way that I designed this is the back has to be exposed to add wood to it. So I have these doors where you just go in, add some wood, and it kind of keeps it all hidden. You can't really tell. Added some windows to it, a nice little attachment. Looks good, in my opinion. And then I'll take you guys down to the dock / the fishing area. I haven't really... I'm probably going to add a separate attachment on the side of it, and that'll be like the fishing area, because the dock itself isn't very good to fish on. It's mostly for my boats, but I'm thinking about adding a little fishing house on this rock right there. But I basically just built this off of the rock right here. But yeah, this is the boathouse is what I've called it. Just something simple. You know, we've got an extra forge, an extra workbench to repair our gear if we need to. You know, we come in here real quick, just pop, 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 hit repair. There's no upgrades on these, but they're purely just here for repairing, as you can tell. Some item stands and armor stands that I need to trick these bad boys out. And then I've got like fishing supplies and storage down here. I do need to move all of my fishing bait and my lure down here. But, you know, we decorated it pretty nice. Added some sconces, couple torches. We gave it the red jute carpet. Looks nice. And then on the left, we've got our little rinky-dink lesser boat. And on the right, you know, we've got our big boy. And then these ladders kind of help you get back up as you're carrying things out. And then I figured you could just fish off the nose of this. But realistically, you'd probably just take the boat out and fish. But with that being the case, I think we're going to head out a bit of a ways and head to the Mistlands. I need to choose where we're going to go first. this could be a nice chunk. This could be okay, I guess. This is a really good chunk right here. Actually, we'll probably go here, because then there's also this literally right next to it. This is also just a really good area, this entire area here. This is okay. Kind of like the center bit here. The north looks less appealing than the south. This could be really good, actually. There's quite a bit over here. Wow, this is really good. We might just wind up going here. Whoop. I think I accidentally marked the map with that. It's either, I mean, that's a long way to sail, right? Like, we're right here. We'd have to sail that entire distance. Like, that's a ways to go. Or, you know, we could just sail up and through this over here in this general region. I'd probably honestly go up, and then cut in here, and maybe even try and dock the boat somewhere like in here. There's a little slice of meadows here. Somewhere I could make the portal. Or even here looks okay. And then from there we could sail the boat, you know, to this landmass. Here. This is a whole other set of mist lands. Here. Like, yeah, I think we definitely go up north this time. When I think of the mist lands, I think of south. But actually, it's just the ashlands that are south, right? And this general chunk is where we're going to be going when we go there. But I think we're going to take the boat out, sail up, and then maybe we just go down, yeah. Go here. But before we do that, there was a small thing that I'd forgotten about and saw in a video that I do want to take care of real quick, and that is heading back to Hilder. So Hilder has a map that I forgot she has that shows you where each of the mini bosses are, and I forgot there is one for the meta or the Black Forest. I believe there is one for the plains. There is one for, obviously we did the one for the mountains. I can't remember if there's one for the swamp. I don't think so though. But there's a skeleton that we have to find, and then there's a shaman. No, he's not a shaman. He's a and maybe it is a shaman. It's like a shaman and a brute goblin set of brothers that we have to find. I want to go ahead and put them on the map. And maybe this time, maybe we won't hunt them down now. Maybe next episode. Maybe we will this episode. I haven't decided yet. But I want to get them like marked on the map so we know where they are. So let's head back to Hilder. Take a sip of my coffee real quick. Yes, Hilder. Hello. Hilder's map table. Registered chest locations. So she added a Howling Cavern, a sealed tower, and something else. So here's the Howling Cavern. This would have, I can't remember its name, the wolf mini-boss that we took on organically. We just happened to find the Howling Cavern, which is crazy. The Smoldering Tomb is what we're looking for the skeleton, I believe. And then the Goblin Brothers are the tower, the sealed tower. Okay, so on the way up to... Oh, there's another one over there. And another tomb? Okay, that's perfect. So I think what we're going to do is swing by here, park here, and try and find the Smoldering Tomb, and go ahead and take on the skeleton mini-boss. And then, you know, obviously sail the boat up here, run through this plains, try and take on the sealed tower, and then sail our boat into the Mistlands. And then next episode, we'll start the Mistlands. So, perfect. Thanks, Hilder. We'll go ahead and get all those trophies. I wonder if you get anything for bringing those trophies back to Hilder. because we have the wolf trophy like just hung up in our house, and mostly that's what I want. Is I want to collect one of every trophy at least. And so far I think we have one of every trophy except for these mini bosses and a select few. I actually wound up getting wraith trophies, which we didn't have when I was farming iron in the swamps. We got a Vile trophy. We got the Berserker trophies. I want one of every weapon. I want one of every armor set. I want one of every trophy. And then, of course, in the very end game, there are some weapons that I won't be able to get because you can only get like one of each or something like that. But for the most part, you know, we have every trophy from the meadows. We have every trophy from the Black Forest. We have every trophy from the swamp. We have an extra serpent trophy. We have every trophy from the mountains. And we have every trophy from the plains except for the Shaman Brothers, obviously. Same goes for the meadows or the Black Forest. We have every trophy except for the mini boss trophies, right? But we have Girhafa, that's its name. We have Girhafa's trophy hung up. I might want to take on 2 of each of these guys purely for duplicates. But for now, I'm just going to, you know, jump in the boat. We'll sail. I'll pause as I sail, and we'll head to the Smoldering Tomb. I'll resume when we get to the Smoldering Tomb. I shouldn't have done that. I accidentally fat-fingered that, but that's okay. I'll resume when we get to the Smoldering Tomb, and we'll take on the tomb, the tower. I don't think there's a... Yeah. The only extra Howling Cavern is down here, so I'll have to take that on at a different time, but... It's probably something I'd mess with in my own time, just because we've already taken on 1 together. The duplicate side I'd take on in my own time, but... Alright guys, I'm going to pause while we sail, because this is probably going to take, God knows, 20-30 minutes to get out here, so... Hopefully less with this nice boat, but I will resume when we touch down at the Smoldering Tomb. So, I'll see you guys in just a little bit. Alright gamers, we are pulling up to the Smoldering Tomb. Now, this is probably going to look a little different inside than the normal tombs that we're used to. But I think already we can see the difference from the outside. Looks like there's fires lit, which is kind of cool. I also learned about a extremely rare rock in the game. I know that sounds crazy, but there's a rock somewhere in the game that it's like a 1 in 1,000 kind of chance to find it. You can use dev commands to ping it and oops, slowly like find it, but I need to kill this or they're gonna mess with my boat. But that might be something that we do towards the very end of the game, because it is a pretty cool, as crazy to say, it is a pretty cool rock. It's a cool decorative piece. It basically like has facial expressions on it, and those facial expressions change depending on certain situations, and it has voice lines apparently to it that I don't know if you can really call them voice lines. It doesn't say anything. They're more like text lines that you read. But depending on where it is and what the situations are around it, it'll say different things. So we might hunt for that rock in the future. But here we are. Hugin, watch your step, warrior. I have a feeling that this place could be more challenging than one might expect. The Smoldering Tomb. Smoldering Tomb. Kind of looks like a trap. Let's start with the left side. Oh shit. Ancient coffins. So that's how you know you're in one of these areas, and that's how we knew when we were in the Howling Caverns that, or that's how we kind of deduced when we were in the Howling Caverns that it wasn't a normal area. Everything in there was 1 star. I think my armor's high enough to where I can pop on my headlamp and I'll be fine. I think that's it. Brenna, there she is. Perfect. Hilder's brass chest. And a Brenna trophy. See if there's anything else here, except for more of these skeletons. I don't really need any of this stuff, except for... I think we need the wood for... Oh, what happened to my fine wood? I thought I was carrying fine wood for my backup portal. That's not good. Might have to try and get some more fine wood on the way. Swing by a plains area. I mean, I could stop and collect all this gold, but really it's like, what's the point? We have so much money. I mean, I guess I do want to buy all of the cosmetics if I can. And we still have more things to buy from the Bog Witch. Pretty cool, like, mini boss room, honestly. Might have to find a plains area on the map nearby here and just swing by. It's really easy to get some fine wood in the plains. It's usually where we go if we need any kind of fine wood for decoration, but I guess we'll explore the rest of this place real quick. Alright, this area is a dead end. Man, I love the black metal knife. It's so good. Alright, that's the Smoldering Tomb. One of the mini-bosses down. Did I accidentally drop the fine wood out here? Because I know I didn't put it on the boat, right? Did I put it on the boat? You know what happened? Oh no. I clicked the like transfer all button, I think, when I was back at the base with the fine wood on me. That feels bad. That's okay. Not that big a deal. There is a plains area right here. I'll swing by as we sail to the sealed. Well, we're going to the sealed tower next, so we can get some when we head to the sealed tower. So Alright guys, I'm going to pause the video again while we sail, and I will resume when we touch down over in this plains area. It shouldn't take but a couple minutes to get there, but the wind looks like it's not going to be with us, so give it 5-10 minutes and we should be there. But alright gamers, we are back. Just touching down right at the sealed tower. We sailed from the smoldering tomb all the way up through this little crevasse around this little area, and now we're here. If it wasn't for the Howling Cave that we found organically when we were exploring the mountains, I would have forgotten all about this stuff, but it is really cool. The sealed tower, it stands out like very, very well, which I do think is really cool. But sealed tower, and I did stop by this little plains area here and farm up some of the fine wood that we needed to make our portal. So a couple goblins got ran over. I'm gonna get rid of the scrap iron, I don't need it. But let's head up into the sealed tower. This place is pretty big, and now that I'm seeing this, I'm remembering what you have to do to get into the sealed tower, which is not easy. You have to make a sort of your own jumping puzzle to get into this place. Hugin. Watch your step, warrior. I have a feeling that this place could be more challenging than one might expect. So essentially you need to make a platform that gets you all the way to the top, which is not going to be easy to do. So first things first that we're going to have to do probably is make a workbench and put down our portal. We'll title it the Queen. That's the backup portal that we're going to be... Well, it's the portal we're going to be using for the Mistlands when we get there, but I'm trying to find... The goblins are inside. Okay. I was like, I'm trying to find where these goblins are. They're inside. Okay. So I want to go back to the base real quick and grab a bunch of wood. We're going to need probably like 50 to 100 pieces of wood, because we're going to have to build a couple workbenches to go up, and then platforms. Take out 100 bits of wood. If we need more, we can come back, but ideally this should be enough to get us all the way up the tower. This would be a lot better if I had the cloak that we get from the Mistlands, but we're not there yet, so we'll do what we have to do. All right. Let's build a workbench right there. And I would say maybe like... I can't get rid of that one. We can hear them cackling on the inside. This might... No, I'm gonna need one more. And that's something you have to be careful for. Okay. Shit. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to get up that way. I have to get around. Stamina. Hanging in there so far. Now, at a certain point, like once we get high enough, like we will just die if we fall. So it's a little dicey. Can I connect on this? Maybe go up like a little bit. Maybe even right there. Okay, we're doing good so far. You know what I probably should have done is built another workbench on the other end. Ooh, this is kind of dicey. It's looking good so far, but we still have a lot to go. Let me put my headlamp on and my wisp light. I don't know if it's better to go this way, or maybe if it's better to go the other way. This is honestly one of the coolest things that they've added to the game, like after its launch, is this like little jumping puzzle that you have to like help build yourself in a way. See, now we've chosen a bad route. Oh, that was bad. You don't want to make it too high to where you can't jump up, but you also want to kind of save yourself space. Okay. Hanging in there. I see them all on the inside through the windows. It's a little dicey. Oh. Now what about... Mind our footing here. We're getting high up. Oh, oh, oh. We have an entrance. Oh my god. Oh, oh. Holy. Okay, I wasn't ready for that. Oh, see you, nerd. Shit. I'm dead. That's not good. That's not good. Fuck. Oh, I survived the initial hit. I just didn't survive the fall. Damn it. All right. I think that's death like 26, maybe 27, something like that. Tell you what I should be bringing too is some tasty meads. I'll bring a few of those. Now I'm gonna have to make it back up the ladder in order to get our body back, which is kind of tricky. I'll pop Eikthyr next time we go through. The issue is now there's probably a goblin on the ground. I don't love that. See, I don't have a hammer either. And I'm gonna need a hammer. Alright, let's go back through, make a new hammer, and bring a little bit more wood just in case I can't get back to my body and I need to make extra steps. So wood, stone. We've got our rested buff, which should be fine for... I only need like 5. Rested buff does help. Oh, come on. Really? Just borrow a weapon off the wall. All right. Make a new hammer. Still have Eikthyr going, so... Just try and get back to our body as fast as we can. Issue is, I didn't really go over that way. I'm not gonna be able to make it up there with the platform above my head. Ooh. I can make that. Come on. I don't really know where our body is from here, honestly. And we're doing this climb at night, which is tricky. Damn, I can't believe I made that. Easy, easy. Now, where's our body? Oh, shit. Bro, we fell all the way on the other side. Alright, I'm gonna have to go around. Not really seeing my body. No! Oh my god. Okay, there it is. Maybe we can go from here. Now we have skeletons here. Great. Maybe this will be a better route to go, but ultimately I don't think so. I'm gonna need to deal with some of these goblins with my bow and arrow, I think. Whew. Alright, we made it. Equip all our gear again. Now, I don't know if we should just go back the other way, or... Maybe I can just wrap around? Yeah, see, now we need another workbench. Okay. What if we do this? I'm worried I'm gonna bump my head on that one. We're almost back around to where we were. This is dicey, this is so dicey. Don't bump your head. We bumped our head, but it's okay. Whew, okay. Oh, they're all 1-stars too, of course. Just like the cave and the, Oh shit! I'm dead. Oh. Wow. I wonder, can I just... Nope. That would probably be too easy, huh? I was like, I wonder if I can just get right through this. Ah! I'm not even worried like a little bit, guys. Come on. Alright, we're almost back to where we were. I'm probably going to need to have my shield out, parry him, then switch to my bow really quickly. Oh. I'm worried about the shaman, though, if I go up and try and just get in melee range with him. And now it's foggy, of course. There's your spear. Oh! Nice! Hell yeah. Okay, the shaman is someone I'm a little worried about. I don't necessarily know how to do this without getting pushed around by that shaman. Maybe I build another set of stairs over this way. I need to hurry before I run out of wood, though. And now I don't have a workbench. I only have 34 pieces of wood left. There's another opening over this way. Maybe we can get to that. It's dicey, though. It's dicey. I'm afraid I'm going to bump my head here. So we'll just do that. Yes, we're up. Oh, fuck. Oh my god. I have to perfect parry these. What? There's traps? What the fuck? I'm cooked. Ah, fuck. Bro. Dude, the 1-stars up here, I just can't even parry them. Even with a black metal shield, they were just destroying my... Maybe I needed more armor? Alright, well... How are we looking on time? Alright, I'm gonna pause the video while we climb back up the tower. And hopefully I can just get back to my body, and we'll have a little bit of time left in this episode to try and clear out the tower. This might be a little bit of a longer episode because how this is going, but I'm going to pause the video. We're going to climb up the tower, and I'll get back to my body, and once I do, I will make a new hammer. I'll resume, and we'll continue from there. So I'll see you guys in just a little bit because how this is going, but... I'm going to pause the video. We're going to climb up the tower, and I'll get back to my body, and once I do, I will make a new hammer. I'll resume, and we'll continue from there. So I'll see you guys in just a little bit. Whew. Alright, gamers. We have made it back. Got my body. Not good. Alright, gamers. We made it back. I got my body. Jumped right back out the window on the stairs. And we've got a little bit of corpse run and no skill drain left. Going for it. There we go. Whew. Okay, I can perfect parry, I just have to be very tight on the window. There's all these traps. How do I get through the iron gates is the question. Okay, you can mine through these. Good to know. This goes up. I want to be going down, I believe. Yeah, we need to be going down, so... Well, can't go this way. I guess it's good news that we're getting some scrap iron from this too. I don't really need the black metal scrap, but iron is always welcome. I guess we'll take the coins. One more hit and it's gonna break. They're all like spearmen too, which is really annoying. Don't really need much more barley, I just need flax, but at this point I have a ton of flax too. Alright, we got some melee boys here finally. Oh, a little bed. We gotta be making our way down towards the bottom at this point, I imagine. Oh, we one-shot the shaman, good. Let's leave those boys in there. No need to mess with them. That was bad. I think we're getting pretty close. Judging from the windows and how far it looks like we are, I think we're almost at the bottom. More shamans as we get further down too. Just trying to zerg the shamans down. I'll take the gold. Oh shit, no, I want that. Alright, this is it. Shit. That's the big boy right there. Zil and Thunger. 777 crit damage. Very enclosed space for us to be fighting them too. It's kind of scary. Go ahead and pop a tasty. Oh shit! Should have brought some fire resistance potions, honestly. Whew. This is the one I need to get away from. Here comes the shield. Oh my god, I'm moving right now. Get back up into the stairwell for a second, let that fire fade. Here's the 3-piece. Go in for some more. Here's the shield. Get a little chance to do some big damage here. Ow, that one hit me. That one hit me too, okay. Take it easy. I'm burning, I'm burning. Let the potion kind of do its job. 1, 2, 3. Damn it, a little greedy. Gotta let my stamina come back a little bit here. Ah, bad on the timing there. Run past him. Kind of want to wait for my potion to be off cooldown, or at least get some of the health back. Easy there, champ. Easy. I could just... And here comes the shield, yeah. I can't hit the shield through the wall. Fireball hits me, of course. 10 seconds on health potion, then we're going back in. Run! Damn it. Here's a 3-piece. I'm actually moving like a god right now. Holy. I'm behind the wall. Let's be real here. Yes. Thunder. Oh, now we have the little guy to fight. Shit. Okay, you can't really roll backwards when they're doing that attack. Kind of have to roll to the side. It's good to know. That one still hit me. Need to be careful with the burn. So try and break the shield as fast as possible. Oh, come on. I'm behind the wall. His little ass could probably get up here, that's the issue. Okay, this isn't good. I need to figure this out. Seven seconds. Zerg him down. Yes. Whew. Zil and Thunger, and we get the bronze chest. Even with all that, okay, I can't really carry any of the wood out. Alright, how are we looking on time? Just about perfect, honestly, so let's get all the way back up and get the hell out of here. Mark off the sealed tower. It is complete. This place was a nightmare. Oh, I think that's all three. I think there's a bronze, a silver, and a gold chest, and I think now we've got them all. I think ironically we started with the hardest one. Although this feels like the hardest one, I think the Howling Caves is supposed to be the hardest one. But this one for me just felt like the hardest one. Now, of course, we're going to have to... actually, it's not that one. We're going to have to, like, find our way out, which is not going to be good. Yes. I'm tempted to just try and jump off and you know, what's the worst that can happen? We just pick up our body, but I also kind of want to try and escape if I can. I have a feeling we can survive this. Oof, okay. Not bad. Not bad. And yeah, they did destroy my workbench, which sucks, but... Alright, let's load this stuff up on the boat and then get ready to call it here. You can't fast travel with these chests, so we're gonna have to sail them back to Hilder organically, which is fine. We'll worry about that in another episode, but... The sealed tower complete. I wonder what's on the top of it. So yeah, we have the brass, the bronze, Zil and Thunger. Brenna trophy still burning somehow. Zil trophy in the choice of ride or die. He picked the latter. And Thunger, not so tough now. That's actually sick. Oh, and there's an ooze pit right there, huh? Or a tar pool. Actually, I need to put the iron on the chest too. Or on the ship, god. Brain not working right now. Made another 172 gold out of that fiasco. Alright, I think we're going to keep the portal here for now. I think it's safe. When I log off, nothing should attack it, so... And then next time we'll sail from this island into the Mistlands. Go ahead and set up a portal in the Mistlands. Probably go from here out over to possibly this patch here, there, maybe there. Or even like down here, because this is a huge chunk of Mistlands. I wouldn't mind exploring all of this. But I'll just put boat there so we know that's where the boat and the portal are. And yeah, we're going to call this one here for now, guys. I want to thank you for hanging out. I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love, and God bless gamers.